All right, Fit Fam, we are ready to rock and roll with the Open for 2026. 26.1 has just been released. So I'm going to give you guys all the details of the workout, some strategies, tips and tricks on how to approach this workout, as well as Megan just wrote down some awesome fueling guide for you guys. So let's get into this. So the basics of the Open that you need to be thinking about is this workout. We're going to do it on Friday, tomorrow, for everybody in every class during the day. And then the evening classes are turned into Friday night lights with heats. They're set up to go every 20 minutes. It's a 12-minute time cap workout, so you'll have a few minutes to transition. But you can go ahead and sign up for your heat now. We're capping them at 10 per. If we need to add more because everybody in the gym wants to do it at night, that's cool too. So we'll make it work. But sign up for a heat, and then also stick around and judge other people because that's really fun. And we need you. Do the things to earn points for your teams. You should know what team you're on. You should know what color you're wearing for tomorrow to earn extra points. Take the judges course. Sign up for the CrossFitOpen.com. Do all the things. And but let's get to this specific workout. If you haven't watched the announcement or looked at the workout, I suggest that you spend just a few minutes doing that. It's a pretty straightforward workout as far as how it's set up. There's not a lot of pizzazz or earn extra time or anything like that. This is really a workout about motor. So how big is your engine? How long can you hold on? And leg fatigue, managing leg fatigue. So 26.1 has a 12-minute time cap. It is a pyramid style workout. So you're going to notice the reps go up, you're going to hit a peak, and then you're going to go back down. So everybody starts off with 20 wall balls, then 18 box jump overs, 30 wall balls, 18 box jump overs, 40 wall balls. When you get here, it changes from box jump overs to box step up and overs with a wall ball. Then this is the peak, 66 wall balls. Then we work our way back down, 18 step overs, 40 wall balls, 18 box jumps, 30 wall balls, 18 box jumps. And those are all box jump overs and 20 wall balls. Okay, so up, down. This 12-minute time cap really changes everything because for a lot of us, we're shooting to get like into or finish the peak of the pyramid, 66 wall balls. If you finish that, that's probably a pretty good accomplishment. I like to think of it as, think about how many wall balls you can do in a minute if you're fresh. Okay, then we need to take a percentage off of that, probably like a 15% off of that based off of the fact that we're not going max effort on the wall balls initially because we want to try to get as much as we can. So I'm going to suggest that everybody break up the wall balls into sets of 10 unless you're somebody that's like trying to qualify for a quarterfinal or something like that. Then you can maybe be a little bit more aggressive on the wall balls. But I think sets of 10, the main thing here is making sure that you don't walk away from your wall ball. So 10, let it drop, then have whatever rest you are going to take in your mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick it back up and go again. Because if you're waiting off of when do I feel good, you're not going to feel good. All right. The box jump overs, you're going to be jumping up onto the box and stepping off. Okay, those we want to be as steady as possible because you could probably, especially those first few rounds, boom, 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 really quick. And then by the time you get to the second one, you're like fried. Okay, so make sure that we're pacing this for thinking about it as a 12-minute workout, not trying to get through this as fast as possible. Those are two different things. When you get to the box step up and overs, this is not something that we do a ton of with weight. So you can hold the ball down here. You can hold it up on your shoulder. A lot of it depends on how you are comfortable breathing. If we can control our breathing on all this, wall balls and the box jump overs, you're going to be a lot more successful. So try your best not to hold your breath. You try to like get through as many as you can and then like breathe out and forget that you haven't been breathing for a minute. Take your time, breathe through it nice and steady. Steady on this workout is the best that you can do. If you try to sprint, rest, you're going to end up failing pretty quick and missing out on a lot of reps if you just took your time from the beginning. Don't bite off more than you can chew and come out too hot. Okay? The box jump overs, if you're doing those, or box step overs, you want to start turning and landing. The most efficient thing is jump and turn, and then step off. And then as soon as that back foot touches, jump, turn the same direction. Like you want to face the same spot on the wall both ways. So that way you're turning technically in opposite directions, but you're not just going around in circles and getting dizzy. Okay, that really helps. Especially as you start getting a little lightheaded and tired from all the workout. Okay. Now there's going to be an RX version, there's a scale version, there's a foundation workout. Look through those and see what's appropriate for you. You have to hit the standards if you're doing RX. If you choose to do RX and you don't squat below depth on your wall balls, you get 0 reps. It starts with wall balls. And if you can do 0 squats, that's okay. Like, let's just find out the thing that's most appropriate for you. But push yourself on this. Like, make sure that you can hit the height for the wall balls, all those things. Okay? But like I said, pretty straightforward workout. It's going to suck. You know, you look at it, you're like, this 246 wall balls total that these people that accomplished it, that finished it, there's only a couple that did, is incredible. So really tough workout, but we've been doing a lot of this stuff. We've been doing a lot of wall balls. We've been doing a lot of box jump overs. I think that we're all prepared. You are prepared. You've done what you can. And now it's time to just push. Okay, on this workout, you want to make sure that you're pushing to your limit appropriately. Box jump overs, when you're tired, I tell everybody this every time, I don't clean up blood. So make sure you are ready to jump on the box before you jump, okay? We'll probably have some more small adjustments, tweaks to this as it's coming out and as we're seeing it in real time. But this is the suggestion that we've come up with. Like I said, 10s, smooth and steady on the box jumps. We're not trying to rush through it. When we see more people, then maybe we'll come up with a slightly different plan, but start with this. Okay. Then the fueling tips for day of the open. Megan just wrote this stuff out. I think it's super helpful. So think about when you're going to work out, put that number in your mind. I'm working out at noon. Okay, well, 4 hours before that, you should have a light meal that's low in fat and low in fiber. Something like a sandwich with hummus and carrots or fruit. A light meal. 2 hours before, eat a carb snack. That could be dried fruit like mango and crackers, or a granola bar and banana. Something that's kind of fast acting, again, low in fiber, low in fat. An hour before, go ahead and drink your electrolytes and lots of water. LMNT, Propel, Drip Drop, there's lots of different options for good electrolytes. Right at time to go, right beforehand. If you're feeling like, you're going to feel all kinds of ways, but a lot of people will benefit from just a little extra bump in carbs. You can do something like an applesauce pouch, another liquid carb like Gatorade, or even like we have whatever the first form supplement is. I'm forgetting which one is the liquid carbs, but something that's really quick that's going to help get you through 12 minutes. Caffeine, if you're a caffeine junkie like I am, only do it to tolerance. Don't decide, okay, I'm going for this workout and now I'm going to drink this 200 milligram thing that I don't normally drink. 20, 30 minutes beforehand is when it's going to help you the most. So drinking it right before you go, you're going to miss out on the benefits of drinking the caffeine. You're just going to stay up all night. Okay? 26.1 is going to be fun. We're going to crush it. Come Friday Night Lights, bring some food, bring some drink to share, bring your friends, bring everybody. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be fun. Just come in and work as hard as you can. That's all we can do. Your coaches are going to be doing it alongside you, so come watch them suffer as well. So heats will be on there. Friday Night Lights will start at 5 o'clock, and then 20-minute heats following, 10 people per heat. So any questions, feel free to text us back, hit us up, and let's get after it.